I just don't recognise this girl.
Why have I been so convinced that I hate it?
It's just so weird to see me like that. Hello, welcome back. Good evening. I always say good morning, and when my videos go up it's the evening, so I feel like it doesn't really make sense. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be reacting to my first ever YouTube video, which was 24 hours eating my followers' fear foods. I don't know what you class as viral, but this got 2.6 million views, which it is my biggest video, and it was also my first video. And I did a video where I reacted to my like viral TikToks. You guys seem to enjoy that. I will just put a little warning here because I do think that if you are struggling with an eating disorder and are very easily triggered by things on the internet, this could maybe not be the one for you to watch. I have like, I don't know how many videos, but like it's like 50 something videos now that are completely not like this that you can watch if you are looking for support. This is going to be a positive video. I just need you to be aware that I was physically not in a good place when I started my channel, as a lot of you will know, and I don't want people that have like signed up for a healthy channel girl to be like, oh, this wasn't what I asked for. So that's the pre-warning with like a ton of extra information that you didn't need. But anyway, so I'm literally just gonna watch it. I'm a bit worried about this. I feel like it's gonna make me emotional. Like, I'm fine watching it, but I have not watched it back. Oh, I got adverts. I hate people that put adverts on their videos. So annoying. I never watch my videos back because, as some of you can probably imagine, it feels incredibly cringy and strange. So right from the get-go, like, that's a different girl. But anyway, oat milk cup of tea. That was actually a really big deal to me because I used to really struggle with having cups of tea because I was scared of liquid calories. Biggest load of ever. So this was a big deal. Oh, the picture of little me. I forgot about that. I used to have an actual intro.
Hello and welcome to 24 hours eating my followers' fear foods. I'm terrified because they're all my fear foods.
I'm 18 seconds in and I just don't recognise this girl. What is up with my voice? I literally sound so different, so quiet. I just sound weak, I guess.
So apart from like two things, but I'm in all-in anorexia recovery, and I know lots of people like don't know what that kind of means, and it's not like a specific thing. Like,
my hair's grown a lot.
like, it's different for everyone. It's just a label. But basically, when I say I'm all in, I mean I want to be 100% recovered from anorexia. I want to face every single fear food I have. I want to just push myself constantly because I want to have 100% a healthy relationship with food again, like I did when I was younger. And I'm kind of at a point now where I'm like, well, I've committed to weight gain. Like, my brain, like, when I think about a fear food, it's like, you're gonna gain weight. And now I'm just like, bitch, like, that's the whole point. For me, I'm scared of a food.
I remember how scary the first fear foods I faced were, and I do remember just being convinced that that one food was going to make me gain weight, and at this point, like, I was terrified of gaining weight.
Food, because I'll be like, if I eat that food it's going to change my body, if I eat that food it's going to make me gain weight, if I eat that food I'm going to lose control. And also sometimes it's about depriving yourself of things you like. Me from the future adding stuff in because there's a few things I didn't say that I think are important. Not everyone with an eating disorder has fear foods. I've met loads of people with eating disorders that don't have any fear foods, so if that's you and you're seeing this and you're like, I don't have fear foods, that's literally fine. Eating disorders are so individual. Just because...
Still completely agree with that. I love the recovery community online because the accounts that I follow I know are putting out solely helpful things and are just wanting to help other people recover and help themselves recover. But there is also this kind of culture within it where I think people feel like you have to tick off everything that the people you're following are doing. So I think it is really important to like make sure people are aware. Having an eating disorder doesn't mean you have fear foods. It's just a symptom of some people's eating disorders. So again, I will reiterate that.
Just because somebody is scared of this food and it's included in this video does not mean you need to be scared of it too if you're not scared of it.
I spoke so slowly.
It's unhealthy. Don't compare how much you need to gain or maintain to how much I need to gain weight or maintain. And if I say, you know, I feel like I'm eating a lot, it's because it's a lot compared to what I'm used to. I'm not saying that if anyone eats that it's a lot of food. All bodies are different, all bodies have their own needs, we all have different metabolisms, weights, heights. It's impacted by a lot of things, so just don't compare.
I know this is only my first video, but like, I spoke so slowly and I feel like I just said so much that I didn't need to say. We're 2 minutes in and that was a drag.
For breakfast, I
edited this on iMovie on my iPhone and it took me about 3 weeks because it was so hard.
I'm having frosted shreddies, which is like sugary cereal. So also I always have Weetabix apart from like one day I had poached egg and avocado. So this is scary.
That was a pathetic amount of cereal. That was no.
It's just a breakfast, isn't it? It's, you know, similar to what you have on here tonight. Instead of being 2 Weetabix, it's sort of a lot of little Weetabix in shreddies form.
He's not wrong. I love my dad so much.
It is. Oh.
Yeah, and you have to just face the fear.
I forgot that I used to measure milk. I used to have like, obviously I was on a meal plan to start with because like refeeding or whatever, but I used to actually measure the milk and have a specific amount on my cereal. Now I free pour the cereal, free pour the milk obviously, but
It's good, it's like childhood.
Just food that your body needs.
First challenge of the day, done. Finito. I just poured milk on myself on the table. No, I'm gonna finish everything
I barely even had the ability to laugh.
today, as hard as it's gonna be. Like, I'm literally challenging 24/7, but it's what my body needs to put on some weight. So now it's time for part 2 of breakfast, cause meal plans and also nourishment. So on my toast, I'm having full fat spread, which I've challenged for a while, so it's become
Full fat spread. It's just normal spread.
I panic about doing things too soon in recovery and going too fast, but there is no too fast in recovery because you have to take it at your pace. The quicker you do all your fears, the sooner you'll get better and the easier it will become faster, if you know what I mean. So
That is true, because the place I'm in now, I wouldn't be if I was still going through my fear foods. There would still be such a big part of me holding on to my anorexia. Also, this is just really, really weird for me to watch because I don't recognise myself. I don't. Like, it doesn't look like me, it doesn't feel like me. The way I speak is different. Like, everything about me is just not me. I'll skip through that bit because it was literally just me eating, but I was pulling apart every single bit of bread like into tiny pieces. And again, I think because all like eating has been so normal for me for quite a while now, I just forgot that I did that kind of stuff, those kind of things. I've said it so many times, but biting into food and eating big, not even big, just eating like a normal bloody mouthful tastes so much better because otherwise you're just getting tiny little bits. And I know it makes it last longer or whatever, but no, honey, no.
So for morning snack, I'm having a coffee, but lots of people said flavoured lattes. So I've got this caramel syrup and it is sugar-free because that's what was on offer on Amazon. But like,
it is because it was on offer on Amazon. It also was a fear. I think it was 50-50. Like, I've never been dishonest on this channel, but I remember so many people being like, just have like not sugar-free stuff, just like challenge it, and it did terrify me and I didn't actually do that for a while. But now every time I choose sugar, not sugar-free, I choose full sugar vanilla syrup because it's just way better. It doesn't taste so much like chemicals. Anyway, not the point.
Challenge sugary syrup. I'm having a banana. I'm not really scared of bananas like as a fear food, but I had a literal phobia of them when I was like probably from the age of like 4 till...
I'm gonna skip through this bit because it's literally just me talking about my banana phobia, which I've spoken about so many times.
Also oat milk, because
It's just me making a coffee.
I like it sweet. And I also like a milky coffee. I'm not a like black coffee gal. And when I have been, we all know why. So no more of that, thank you.
First of all, this editing is just horrendous. Second of all, don't leave the slurping sounds in, please. If you're making videos of you eating, please. There are so many of my early videos where you can hear like chewing, not even just mine, like my family's chewing in the background. I'm so sorry for that because
why have I been so convinced that I hate it? Eating disorders are so weird. They literally convince you that you hate food.
my entire life I was convinced I hated bananas. I did not hate bananas, and that was the weirdest moment for me. It's like realising that actually my eating disorder had convinced me that I just didn't like certain foods. So if that's the place you're in, obviously if you're allergic to it or you genuinely know that you hate it, like you've hated it your whole life kind of thing, I'm not saying you have to try it, but like there are a lot of foods that your eating disorder would have convinced you don't like because of like the nutritional info or whatever, or like diet culture. Challenge them. This is your sign, challenge them. I don't know why I'm acting like a therapist, but challenge them.
It's literally nice. Lunch.
Hood up. Don't know what that was for, but going with it.
With some avocado. It's something I've challenged before, but I was really anxious and I just did not like the taste of it. Like, well, I didn't know what it tasted like because I just felt sick. And
that was the weirdest thing, was when, I still get it now, like if something stressful happens and I'm trying to eat, obviously when you're really stressed, your like senses kind of shut off to some extent, and I can't taste what I eat even now if I'm really stressed. But basically everything, when I tried Fear Foods for the first time, even though it tasted amazing, it was also a little bit disappointing because it tasted amazing in like different bites, but then most of it I just couldn't taste and I just felt quite, yeah, like disappointed. But then the more I ate them, the more I was like, this is delicious. Why have I deprived myself of that?
Avocado is something I've been challenging for a while and it's still scary, but you have to repeat your fears to get over them, because if you do it once, it will stay scary. It literally tastes so nice though, which means I'm less anxious than last time because I can taste it.
Flavour. Come on, enjoy it. Don't let the bully win, which is exactly what he's doing. If you put it down and sigh, you can almost hear it saying, yes, come on, struggle a bit more. Oh, you dropped it, don't eat it now, that's a sign, you shouldn't eat it.
What? My mum's impression of like anorexia is literally like a witch.
Literally.
It's all going wrong, I've got it all over my hands. No, right, I can't do this.
I should put an accent on.
People are going to think you actually speak like that.
That was literally her entrance to my channel. Like, no one had ever heard her speak before, I don't think. They don't obviously have my dad at the start of this. She's a woman of many talents. With my mum, like kind of every third sentence has some kind of funky accent on it. It's something I do too.
I always feel a lot of guilt for like finishing everything on my plate. And I'm always like, oh, nobody else finishes the food they eat. But people do. To actually recover from anorexia, you can't just like leave bits all the time. You have to commit and you have to finish, because otherwise you're literally giving in to that sort of voice. So part 2 of lunch is an Alpro yogurt. These were really scary to me, but I've had them every day as part of my meal plan for like quite a while. It's sprayed on me quite a while now. So I'm actually not very scared of them anymore, which just proves that you can kind of overcome your fears. Not wasting any, get it all off the lid. I know a lot of people did say they were scared of yogurt. So yogurt is good. It's just calcium for for your bones.
I skipped through all that last bit because it was just me eating the yogurt, like a time lapse, and me going on a walk. And the music on the walk is so loud, and you can also just hear the like wind. Like, so I don't know how you guys' eardrums didn't pop watching that. Now I'm looking at me stood in the kitchen and I can see Rory practicing golf in the living room, so
I literally feel like I can't, like I feel like I can't do it.
why has that just made me really sad, seeing me like that? I can really remember the absolute fear, like the terror after ruling these foods out for so long. It felt like being sat in a room full of spiders as someone who's terrified of spiders. It was so scary, even though I knew it was irrational to an extent. Like, I knew that it wasn't normal to be scared of food, but just this idea in my head that it was bad and it was going to make me gain weight was so all-consuming. It was genuinely terrifying.
It's a packet of crisps, why am I literally...
My camera, oh no, my camera just cut off. So I have no idea at what point I stopped, but basically I was eating the crisps and there was really disgusting chewing noises that I probably don't want to put you guys through hearing.
I'm getting my life back. One prawn cocktail crisp at a time.
I don't know what the facial expression was for, or like the strange voice, but that's a bit of an iconic quote for me, actually. Got a little time lapse that I'll skip through. It's just me eating crisps.
I just want to be able to enjoy food. I've wasted years and years and years of my life. Everything is so controlled and so thought about. I just want to be able to go and get a packet of crisps because I fancy it. To overcome anorexia, you have to live like you're not anorexic. It's like fake.
I don't know why that just got me really emotional again. I was at such a low point and I was so sick of seeing everyone around me just go and eat what they wanted to eat, and I was stuck there like having to fit some kind of low calorie, low carb crisp into my like meal plans snack, and I was so sick of it. And I think if I could go and speak to this me, I can't remember when this was, I think it was February or January 2021, so like a year on, if I could speak to me and tell her that actually now I'm in a place where I could literally eat whatever, whenever. There's not a fear food I haven't faced. And I do quite often just fancy a packet of crisps, and I'm just like, okay, we'll have a packet of crisps, and then I go to the cupboard and I eat a packet of crisps. And I do get guilt sometimes. This is why I kind of don't class myself as recovered yet, is I do still experience eating disorder thoughts and food guilt and stuff, and I'm still working on it, and I know eventually it'll go. But generally, if I'm eating a packet of crisps, I got over that fear so long ago now. I just don't really care, and I think that's why that makes me so emotional, because I think a part of me never thought that I would get there, and I have.
Fake it till you make it.
And the more you fake it, the quicker you make it.
Okay, so for dinner, I've got something that loads and loads of people said they were scared of, and has been a big fear of mine for a long time, but I did challenge it on my birthday and the week before, so this is like my third time having it. So I've got a portion of pasta that's not cooked. I will cook it, I'm not eating raw pasta. Caramelised onion shroom dogs, so I'm basically just going to make a sausage pasta, but what I'm also doing is cooking with olive oil.
Most normal thing in the world. My battery's dying too, so why has my camera always got to ruin this for me? Just cooperate, please. Okay, right, I need to go change my battery. I'll be 1 second. I'm back. Currently cooking dinner. Oof. I forgot that sausage pasta that I used to make. Nooch. Good for protein and vitamins, I think, but I never eat it anymore because I eat cheese instead.
Mum just challenged me to stab 3 bits of pasta and eat them all at the same time. Challenge the rule of...
I'm going through all the emotions right now. I was about to cry looking at myself eating that because I knew how scared I was, and then I can literally hear somebody, as it says on the screen, just mushing pasta around their bowl.
That's not going to fit in my mouth.
Yes, it will.
I think I did underestimate the size of my mouth because 3 bits of pasta is nothing, love.
You could fit 5 in. Just open your mouth wide enough.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
We used to get them, didn't we?
Haven't had a corny yogurt in bloody ages.
You know you're going to eat it, you may as well pick up your spoon and get on with it. I only speak facts.
This is for little Ro.
I only speak facts.
It literally tastes like my childhood.
Oh, Bruce. I still have Bruce the hot water bottle. He was a saviour. Because lots of people have asked me, like, did I have stomach issues, etc. Yeah, I had a really sore stomach for a long time. Just my body trying to process all the food, and I had bloating, and that made me feel really bad, but I just wore baggy clothes and just did not look at my body. I can make a video on that kind of thing if it's going to help people. Let me know. Meltdown interlude because I finished my dinner and pud, and I don't know, recovery's very difficult sometimes.
Why is recovery so hard? When does it mentally feel okay? And I don't want to have an evening snack because I feel so guilty, but I know I need to. Because I need to gain weight and I need to get my life back. But like, it's a challenge and it's just so hard. But I'm not going to give up because I know how miserable I am and how miserable I've been for so long.
Meltdown over. Thank you. Back to winning. That broke my heart a bit. It just hurts to see me struggling so much, generally.
Okay, so for night snack, I've got Nesquik to make an oat milk milkshake.
That's just chocolate milk though.
My brain is not...
That's just chocolate milk, it's not really a milkshake. And I know I got comments about that, like it's not really a milkshake, but at the time I thought Nesquik was a milkshake. I know it kind of is, but also like it's probably not the sort of milkshake that people are scared of.
Being kind to me right now, which is why I need to do it, because if I give in... Lots of people said they were scared of milkshakes, so I thought I'd face my fear.
That's caving in. Come on, take a big slurp and let me see your face.
It is really nice.
Maybe the chocolatey taste is nice.
Oat milk is the best thing. I can't believe I literally spent so long being like, oh no, I have almond milk or like hazelnut milk.
If you're picking almond milk or hazelnut milk or any kind of nut milk for the nutritional info, stop it right now and pick whichever milk variety you know you genuinely like, because I was stuck drinking almond milk that tastes like water for so long. I'm sorry, I am an almond milk hater. I know people always think it's so controversial, but I just hate almond milk. Oat milk all the way.
I really want to try cashew nut milk.
Yeah, like, shut up. And like today I've just pushed myself so much, and I just want to show people that in recovery you need so much food, because I think a lot of people just sort of think, oh,
Just
you don't need that much, yeah. And like,
I don't know how this was the video that kickstarted my channel and got me subscribers, because the editing is dire. I have like not much personality whatsoever. I mean, I'm like super proud of myself looking back on this. Like, I was doing incredible for how early on I was in recovery and facing so many challenges. Like, I am super proud of myself. It's just so weird to see me like that, and I'm just judging my editing skills so hard.
you can't recover and eat, you know, tiny portions and your safe foods. It just, it's difficult, but you know, it just wouldn't work that way, because I've been there and I've tried that, and
you can actually see when I'm speaking how hard I'm trying to like, these are my knees by the way, I've just realised they've been in the frame for the whole time, or maybe they've just been popping in, I don't know. Anyway, you can see how hard I'm trying to make my brain work, like trying to form sentences.
you can't do everything at once, but I also do think I have pushed myself.
Well, today you pushed yourself massively. That's what you've had, what you're used to, and what, you know, that must have seemed like a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, you got through all that. But that's you know, really good food, really good nutrition. That's gonna, your body's gonna absolutely loving that. And eventually,
That's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
This bod.
Absolutely. And eventually that will work through to your brain and get it functioning.
I'm like an inch away from crying right now.
Whereas now you take it.
Well done.
I did it. I did 24 hours of Fear Foods. Thank you for watching, if you did watch. And I really hope it helped some of you. I know I did struggle, but I did do it. So I hope it just kind of shows to you that you can do hard things.
I made it through an entire video without actually crying. That's very impressive. That was emotional. That was strange. I'm a very nostalgic person and I get very emotional about the feelings that I get when I feel nostalgic, and with that I can just remember everything that I felt so clearly, and honestly, like, the way my parents spoke to me is just making me want to cry because they were so incredible, and you can just hear them encouraging me, and I know that encouraged so many other people at the time as well. But yeah, it just breaks my heart to see that, but I'm also so proud and so grateful because now, look at me now, like, look where I am. I do just think it's crazy, and I've come such a long way, and I look and feel so much better now, and I know that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the link to that video, like the one you just watched with me, in the description. Please like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I will leave that here, and I'll also put it in the description, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Sorry that my schedule's been a tiny bit inconsistent, but it's just not a great time of year for me with the whole trauma thing, so... But I will see you next week. Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and all that jazz. Love you. Bye.